My dear listener, I know why you are here. You have searched for answers in the silence of the night. You have whispered prayers into the darkness, asking why your dreams still feel so far away, why your heart still aches, and why your faith wavers between hope and despair. You are not alone, you are not forgotten, and you are not powerless. The great truth, the secret that Florence Scovel Shinn revealed long ago, is this: your word is your wand. What you speak, you create. What you assume, you become. What you release, you allow to flow into your life. You see, life does not wait for you to be ready. Life responds to the words you speak, the beliefs you carry, and the energy you release into the unseen. If you call yourself weak, you will live weakly. If you declare yourself poor, the universe will obey. But if you affirm with faith, I am strong, I am supplied, I am divinely guided, then heaven itself opens to move on your behalf. I know you are weary, I know you have been taught to doubt yourself, but listen closely now. The law of assumption is not a dreamer's fantasy, it is a divine law. What you believe as true with feeling will harden into fact. So let us begin today, together, not in fear but in power, not in resistance but in trust, not in waiting but in becoming. I invite you to lay aside every doubt, every old story of failure, every whisper that tells you you are not enough. They are illusions, shadows of yesterday. Today you will rise with new words upon your lips, new affirmations upon your heart, and new courage in your spirit. Repeat after me, softly but with certainty. I am guided by divine wisdom. I am supplied by divine abundance. I am loved by divine presence. My word is law and my life is unfolding in perfect order. Do you feel the shift within you already? The stirring of faith. That is not coincidence. That is alignment. This journey will not only remind you who you are, it will awaken the divine within you. For every word you speak with conviction plants a seed in the invisible garden of your destiny. In the next moments, I will reveal the keys, 10 divine affirmations for mindset growth, self-love, and daily success habits. These are not empty words. They are sacred instructions to command your mind, to renew your spirit, and to align your life with the higher law of abundance and peace. So breathe deeply. Sit with me in this sacred moment. For today, the secret is revealed. Your word is your wand, and with it you can write a new story, beginning. The stars above do not struggle to shine. The river does not question its flow. The tree does not doubt if spring will come again. And yet, dear one, you, a soul of infinite worth, sit in silence, questioning whether your blessings have run dry. I know your heart is heavy. You wonder why the bills pile higher than your courage. You wonder why the loneliness lingers, even in a room full of people. You wonder why your dreams seem to wait just beyond the horizon, always one step further than your reach. And so I ask you this: have you mistaken delay for denial? Because the truth is simple, though it has been hidden from many. You are not out of blessings, you are only out of alignment. The universe is not withholding from you. Life is not punishing you. The law is always working, silently, faithfully, perfectly, like the tide that never fails to kiss the shore. What you speak, you create. What you assume, you become. What you resist, you strengthen. Florence Scovel Shinn called it the greatest secret of manifestation. Your word is your wand. With every word, you cast a spell upon your life. With every thought, you send a command into the invisible, and the world obeys. So I ask you again, what words have you been speaking? What assumptions have you been living? Have you been declaring lack, or have you been affirming abundance? Because here is the bold promise I make to you. If you will align your words with truth, your assumptions with faith, and your daily habits with love, your life cannot remain the same. Imagine for a moment that your mind is a garden. Each thought is a seed. Each word is a watering stream. If you plant weeds of fear, weeds will grow. If you plant seeds of faith, the flowers of abundance will rise. You have not been abandoned. You have only forgotten the law. Today I will remind you of it once more, clear, simple, and powerful. You will learn the divine affirmations that renew the mind, strengthen self-love, and awaken daily success. These are not empty sentences, but sacred codes that realign you with your highest good. So take heart, beloved soul. Do not be afraid of the shadow, for the sun is still shining and its warmth is waiting to touch you the moment you step into alignment. Stay with me. Listen with your heart, not only your ears, for what I will share with you is not merely advice. It is the Florence Scovel Shinn secret revealed. Your word is your wand. Consider that for a moment. Every sentence that leaves your lips shapes the clay of your tomorrow. Speak fear, and fear shall visit you. Speak doubt, and doubt shall build its home within your heart. But speak faith, speak love, speak truth, and the unseen forces of life gather to build your path. Many do not realize that their words betray their faith. They say, I cannot afford this. They say, nothing ever works out for me. They say, I am unlucky in love. And so by their very confession, they lock the doors to their blessings. The law does not the law only answers. Do you not see, dear one, how powerful you already are? You are a creator, but your creation has been careless. The words that slip from your tongue are seeds, and they do not die. They fall into the soil of the subconscious, and they grow. So hear me clearly now. You must choose your words as carefully as a sculptor chooses the chisel. Speak only what you desire to see. Speak only what you are willing to live, for your word is your wand, and with it you may cast away fear, poverty, and doubt, and summon joy, wealth, and peace. Say these words with me, softly, with reverence. I am divinely supplied. I am guided by wisdom. I am loved by eternal love. I am strong, steady, and secure. Say it again. I am divinely supplied. I am guided by wisdom. I am loved by eternal love. I am strong, steady, and secure. Do you feel how these words shift your spirit? They are not mere sounds. They are spiritual decrees. And as you repeat them, they carve new pathways in your mind. They plant new seeds in your heart, and they call forth new blessings into your life. Let me tell you a story. Once there was a woman who lived in constant fear of lack. She would awaken each day and sigh, I never have enough. There is never enough. And so lack followed her like a shadow. One day, a teacher told her, your word is your wand. Speak differently, and your life will change. The woman resisted at first, for she believed her words were harmless. But eventually, in desperation, she tried. She began to declare, I am supplied, I am abundant, I am provided for. At first, nothing seemed to change, but within weeks, small opportunities appeared. Unexpected help arrived, doors opened, and soon her fear was replaced with faith, and her life began to flow. What shifted? Not the world, but her words. Her words changed her belief, and her belief commanded the world. This brings us to the law of assumption. For what you assume with feeling, you will one day hold in your hand. The law does not wait for permission. It follows belief. If you walk as though you are already whole, you will attract wholeness. If you assume you are already abundant, abundance will gather. If you believe you are unloved, you will repel love. If you assume rejection, rejection will find you. Florence Shinn said it simply, your word is your wand, but I will add, your assumption is the soil in which that word grows. The spoken word plants the seed, but assumption waters it daily until it blooms into reality. Why do people block this law? Because they assume the worst. They expect the delay, the denial, the disappointment. They wake each morning rehearsing fear, and so, fear becomes their portion. But you, dear one, can choose differently. You can assume that every need is already supplied, every prayer already answered, every door already open. You can step into your day as though the blessing is already on its way, and in doing so you magnetize it to you. Pause for a moment and say with me, I assume my good, I assume my health, I assume my wealth, I assume my joy. Again, I assume my good, I assume my health, I assume my wealth, I assume my joy. Carry these words with you, and you will begin to notice the shift. Small things at first, a kind word, an unexpected call, a new idea, but if you remain steady, the small will grow into great. This is not magic, this is divine law. The word shapes, the assumption sustains, the outcome manifests. So in your daily life, when the bill arrives, do not say, I cannot. Declare, I am supplied. When the loneliness whispers, do not say, I am forgotten. Declare, I am loved with everlasting love. When doubt knocks, do not say, what if I fail? Declare, I am guided and I succeed. Remember, this is for you who feels forgotten. You are not forgotten. This is for you who fears tomorrow. Tomorrow is already provided for. This is for you who waits in the shadows. The light has not abandoned you. Breathe deeply now. Take these affirmations as your own. My word is power. My word is law. My word is my assumption is faith. My assumption is truth. My assumption is victory. You will see, beloved soul. You will see, for as surely as the stars shine, as surely as the river flows, as surely as the tree blooms again, your word and your assumption will call forth the life you were meant to live. The ocean does not resist the pull of the moon. The wind does not resist the turning of the seasons. And yet, you resist. You resist the flow of your own blessings. You resist the current of your own good. And in your resistance, you feel weary, heavy, and lost. I know you have struggled, you have prayed and asked, and when the answer did not come in your timing, you clenched your fists tighter. You tried harder, you forced, you pushed, you grew tired. You said to yourself, why is life against me? Why does nothing seem to work? But have you considered this question? What if life was never against you? What if it is your resistance to life that creates your pain? Here is the secret. You are not out of blessings. You are out of flow. Florence Scovel Shinn taught that what you resist, you invite to stay. The harder you fight against lack, the more lack clings to you. The more you fear loneliness, the more it surrounds you. The more you push against fear, the more fear grips your heart. Resistance is like gripping the water in your hands. The tighter you hold, the quicker it slips away. But when you open your hand, the water rests gently in your palm. So I ask you, beloved soul, what are you resisting today? Is it money? Is it love? Is it health? Is it time? The law is clear. Life flows where it is welcomed. Life resists where it is resisted. The path to your good is not in clenching, but in releasing. Say these words with me. I release my fear. I release my struggle. I release my doubt. I trust the flow of life. Again, I release my fear. I release my struggle. I release my doubt. I trust the flow of life. Let me share with you a story. A man once dreamed of building a business, but every time he tried, he resisted the process. He pushed in fear. He grasped at control. He worried over every coin, every step, and so, doors remained shut. One day, in exhaustion, he whispered, I let go. I release my struggle. And suddenly, the flow began. A friend called with an opportunity. A door opened where none had existed. And his business began to grow, not because he pushed, but because he flowed. Resistance blocks, release free. And now we move to the greater truth. From fear to faith. Fear is the energy of contraction. Faith is the energy of expansion. Fear shrinks your world. Faith opens it. Fear whispers, what if I fail? Faith declares, I am guided. I cannot fail. Every soul must decide. Will you dwell in fear, or will you walk in faith? I know you have felt fear. Fear of tomorrow. Fear of not having enough. Fear of being alone. Fear of starting over. But hear me now. Fear is not your master. Fear is an illusion. Faith is your truth. Florence once said, the lion of courage is within each of us, waiting to be released. And I tell you this, the lion sleeps inside you, but your fear has kept it caged. When you choose faith, the cage opens, and your courage rises. Let us speak these words together. I choose faith over fear. I choose love over doubt. I choose peace over worry. I choose courage over hesitation. Again, I choose faith over fear. I choose love over doubt. I choose peace over worry. I choose courage over hesitation. Consider this story. A woman lived in constant fear of losing her job. Each day, she rehearsed the thought, I am not safe. I may lose everything. Her fear grew, and soon her health weakened. Her mind grew anxious, and her work suffered. One evening, she heard the words of truth. Moved from fear to faith, she decided to trust. She began each morning with the words, I am divinely provided for. My work is secure. My life is in perfect order. Within weeks, a new opportunity appeared. Better pay, kinder colleagues, greater peace. Her fear had kept her chained. Her faith unlocked the door. What changed? Not the world. She changed. Her energy shifted from contraction to expansion, and life obeyed. This is the divine law. Resistance creates pain. Release creates flow. Fear creates blocks. Faith creates bridges. So how does this apply to you in your daily life? When the bills arrive, fear says, I cannot pay. Resistance says, I hate these bills. But faith says, divine supply meets every demand. I am already provided for. When loneliness comes, fear says, I am forgotten. Resistance says, I will never find love. But faith says, I am loved by divine presence. Love finds me at the right time. When your body aches, fear says, I will not heal. Resistance says, I hate this pain. But faith says, every cell of my body is alive with divine health. Healing flows through. This is not empty imagination. This is divine alignment. Life cannot flow where you resist it. But when you trust, when you affirm, when you release, the river begins to carry you. So I ask you again, what are you resisting? Is it the past you will not release? Is it the future you fear to face? Is it the present you refuse to accept? Lay it down. Speak these words with me now. I let go. I trust. I flow. I believe. Again, I let go. I trust. I flow. I believe. This is for you who feels forgotten. You are not forgotten. This is for you who fears tomorrow. Tomorrow is already held in divine hands. This is for you who resists change. Change is not your enemy. Change is the doorway to your blessing. Breathe deeply now. Let your shoulders release. Let your mind rest. Let your spirit open. Life has not abandoned you. The law is still working. The river is still flowing. The blessing is still on its way. All that is required is that you step from resistance into release, from fear into faith. Your word is still your wand. Your assumption is still your soil. And now, your release will be your flow, and your faith will be your wing. The ocean does not resist the moon. The tree does not resist the spring. The river does not resist its current. And now, neither shall you, for you are one with life, and life is one with you. Gold lies beneath the surface of the earth. Rivers run hidden beneath the ground. Stars shine, though clouds may veil them from our eyes. And so it is with you. Within you lies a hidden wealth, waiting, silent, eternal. You think you are poor. You think you lack. You think life has withheld its treasures. But listen closely now. You are not out of supply. You are out of alignment with it. I know you fear the weight of money. You wonder if there will be enough for tomorrow. You count coins with trembling hands. You wake in the night rehearsing questions. How will I pay? How will I survive? How will I make it through? But have you considered this? Wealth is not only what lies in your purse. Wealth begins within, and what is within you shapes what flows to you. Florence Scovel Shinn taught, infinite spirit is never too late. Supply is here and now. This is truth. Your wealth is not far away. It is not in the distant future. It is not locked in the hands of others. It is already within, waiting to be expressed. The law of divine supply says that for every demand, there is provision. For every question, there is an answer. For every need, there is abundance waiting. But the channel opens only when you align with it. Fear closes the door. Worry blocks the stream. Doubt builds walls around the treasure. Say these words with me. I am connected to infinite supply. I am one with divine abundance. All that I need flows to me now. Again, I am connected to infinite supply. I am one with divine abundance. All that I need flows to me now. Consider the story of a man who lived in constant worry over money. He earned, but he never felt secure. He saved, but he never felt safe. He prayed for more, but his prayers were stained with fear. One evening, exhausted, he read the words, "Your supply is not outside of you. It is within you." Something shifted. He began to affirm daily, I am wealthy within. Divine supply is my source. Slowly, his worry lessened. Ideas came. Opportunities appeared. Unexpected provision arrived. His outward wealth changed only when his inward wealth was acknowledged. Beloved soul, hear me. You cannot draw water from a well you do not believe exists. You cannot attract wealth if you speak poverty. You cannot walk in abundance if you assume lack. Wealth begins within. Alignment creates the channel. Gratitude, faith, and affirmation keep it flowing. So when you see an empty wallet, do not curse it. Bless it. Say, this is only appearance. Divine supply is my reality. When the bills arrive, Do not tremble. Say these are opportunities for divine provision to reveal itself. When your mind whispers fear, answer with faith, I live in an abundant universe, and I am divinely cared for. Now let us turn to another truth. Just as wealth within must be acknowledged, so too must your words be guarded, for your words are not harmless. Your words are armor, or they are chains. They either defend you against illusion or bind you to it. Florence Scovel Shinn declared, "Your word is your wand, I will tell you further. Your word is also your shield. Illusion surrounds you, the illusion of lack, the illusion of failure, the illusion of loneliness. These illusions speak loudly, but they are not truth. Your affirmations are the armor that protects you, the sacred shield that keeps illusion from piercing your heart. Think of the soldier who steps into battle without armor, vulnerable, defenseless, easily struck. So too is the soul who walks into each day without affirmations. But when the armor of truth is spoken, illusion cannot wound you. Doubt may knock, but it cannot stay. Fear may whisper, but it cannot root. Say these words with me. I am surrounded by divine protection. I walk clothed in peace. My mind is shielded by truth. My heart is guarded by love. Again, I am surrounded by divine protection. I walk clothed in peace. My mind is shielded by truth. My heart is guarded by love. Do you feel the shift? These are not empty sentences. They are spiritual armor. Each word builds a wall of light around you. Each affirmation declares to the unseen, I am not prey to fear. I am a child of the infinite, and I am safe. A young woman once came to her teacher trembling with fear. She feared illness. She feared loneliness. She feared tomorrow. Her teacher gave her this instruction. Each morning say, nothing but good can come to me. Nothing but good can go from me. She obeyed. At first her fears screamed louder, but she continued. Weeks passed, and slowly, her heart softened. Her fears lost their power. Peace settled in her spirit. Her outer life began to reflect her inner shift. She had clothed herself in affirmations, and they became her armor. So too must you, beloved listener. Do not step into your day naked of words. Clothe yourself in affirmation. When doubt says, you are weak, answer, I am strong in divine wisdom. When fear says, you will fail, answer, I succeed in divine order. When lack says, you have nothing, answer, I live in infinite abundance. Every word is a garment, every affirmation is a shield, and as you wear them, you walk not as one defeated, but as one victorious. Let us weave these truths together now. The wealth you seek is already within you. It flows to you when you align in gratitude, faith, and affirmation. And once flowing, it must be protected by your words. For your affirmations guard you against illusion. This applies to every corner of your daily life. When you face financial stress, release fear and affirm supply. When you face relational wounds, release bitterness and affirm love. When you face inner doubts, release resistance and affirm strength. Imagine yourself tomorrow morning, the world still noisy, your challenges still present, but this time, you rise not in fear but in faith. You place your hand over your heart and you speak, I am supplied, I am shielded, I am guided, I am loved. Do you feel how different your day begins? You carry wealth within, you wear armor without, and life itself bends to your alignment. Beloved soul, this is the hidden secret. You are not empty, you are not defenseless, you are overflowing with supply. You are clothed in light. The world will tell you otherwise, but the world speaks illusion. Affirmation speaks truth. So as you leave this moment, carry these sacred words. I am wealthy within, I am aligned with divine supply. I walk in abundance, I live in peace. My words are armor, my truth is shield. Nothing but good can come to me, nothing but good can go from me. Remember this, rivers run deep, though eyes may not see. Gold rests beneath the earth, though hands may not touch. Stars shine behind the clouds, though darkness may veil them. And wealth rests within you, though fear may try to hide it. Align with it, affirm it, live it, and it shall flow, and it shall protect, and it shall become your reality. Beloved soul, you have walked with me through the hidden laws, the divine affirmations, the timeless truths. You began in heaviness, in doubt, in waiting. You began with questions pressing against your heart. Will I ever rise? Will I ever be free? Will I ever know peace? And now, you stand in the glow of remembrance. You know the words you speak shape your life. You know the assumptions you carry create your reality. You know that resistance binds you and release sets you free. You know that fear contracts and faith expands. You know the treasure lies not outside, but within. You know your affirmations are not idle words, but armor of light that guards you against illusion. Can you feel it? The shift already moving in your spirit. It is no small thing. It is not a fleeting emotion. It is alignment. It is the soul remembering its power. I speak to you now as though face to face. Do not return to the shadows of fear. Do not return to the prison of doubt. You were not created for smallness. You were not created to wither in lack. You were created for abundance, for joy, for peace, for love. It is yours now if you will claim it. Say this with me, softly but firmly. I am aligned. I am supplied. I am shielded. I am loved. I am free. Again, I am aligned. I am supplied. I am shielded. I am loved. I am free. Carry these words into tomorrow. Carry them into every conversation, every decision, every moment. Let them be the light that guides you, the truth that grounds you, the armor that protects you, the wings that lift you. Do not let fear be your guide. Do not let lack be your story. Do not let delay convince you of denial. Life is for you, not against you. The supply is here, not later. The blessing is flowing, not stopped. The love is present, not absent. The peace is within, not far away. And so I leave you with this. Remember always, your word is your wand. It shapes, it creates, it calls, it commands. Speak only what you desire, and watch the unseen bend to obey. Now if these words touched your spirit, I ask you to anchor them. Type in the comments, I receive it now. Let the universe see your agreement. Let your declaration echo beyond this moment. And if you desire to continue this journey, to never miss another divine teaching, subscribe now, for each word you hear will water the seed planted today. The stars above do not question their right to shine. The river does not question its right to flow. And you, dear one, must not question your right to abundance, to love, to peace. It is yours. It has always been yours. It will always be yours. Remember this truth. Speak this truth. Live this truth. For your word is your wand.